WAZAAAA Zurdos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos al segundo episodio de Batman de Telltale Series. Vamos a continuar exactamente en el punto donde nos quedamos. Se pone buena la película, ya saben, este juego es de tomar decisiones y nuestras decisiones van cambiando el rumbo de la historia. Veamos, prosigamos donde nos quedamos. Activemos los reflejos ninja y esperemos que todo salga bien. Y esperemos que en este video la cámara no falle como en el anterior. Vean nomás qué porte tenemos. Tenemos un porte impresionante.
It's me.
Soy yo, el ZurdoGMX. Vean nomás. Elegante. Elegante diría el compa Jesus. Un saludo para el compa Jesus. Reino de las sombras.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battery rams.
No estoy leyendo los subtítulos, frutos, porque pues me gustaría que ustedes leyeran y escucharan el audio original del juego, pero si quieren que yo los lea los subtítulos mientras va avanzando la historia, déjenme en los comentarios y pues nos ponemos a leerlo todo. Pero yo creo que es mejor que ustedes vayan leyéndolos a como yo lo estoy viviendo en este momento, con el audio del juego.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Vámonos, vamos a mover, leer la galería de villanos. ¿Qué más tenemos por aquí? A ver. Ahí acá. Disco duro. Vamos a ver el disco duro.
We fell off a building for this.
Vamos a ver la cajita. Tenemos que ir a la baticomputadora. ¿Dónde está la batigaming? Mesa y dispositivos. A ver, vamos a mitotear aquí.
Spare grapple. Can't believe I let her take that.
Me lo quitó, chale.
Well, the test run at the mayor's office was a success.
A ver, baticomputadora, ¿será esta? La batigaming PC. Ay, ¿qué le piqué? Reanudemos. Bueno, vamos a ir a la super computadora.
Let's find out what was so important. Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave.
Pues haciendo streaming, Alfred. ¿Qué más esperabas?
I'll leave as soon as I finish. People with regular jobs can do their work anywhere, but for me, this is my office.
I agree. It isn't normal work. Even worse, the best outcome is that no one ever finds out you've done it.
Yeah, well, good deeds usually go unnoticed.
Though not unappreciated. Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
Mira, ahí tenemos el rasguñón en el cachete.
Let me try a different angle.
Tecnología. A ver. Vamos a ver. Se supone que tenemos que ver.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Probablemente, Alfred, es muy probable.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Prepárame un café.
Thanks, Al.
¡Ah, era, ya llegó! ¡Qué
The same couldn't be said
eficiente!
for the
Llegó con
bar.
el cafecito.
I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat,
100 pasos adelante de nosotros.
I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist.
No creo.
I'll check the codex.
A ver, vamos a echar un vistazo. Vamos a hackear estos zurdos. A ver. A ver, informe de presa o leer la galería de villanos. Informe de presa, leer la galería de villanos. A ver, ¡ey! ¿Alfred no es villano? A ver, quiero ver qué dice el de Alfred. Mi fiel pasión no dice nada interesante. A ver, Catwoman, estamos investigando. Nueva criminal en escena relacionada con varios allanamientos. Es efectiva y no deja muchas pistas. Actualmente el DPGC no tiene pistas. Ojalá supiera más sobre ella. Pues ojalá fuera bueno. A ver, a ver, vamos a ver Falcone. ¿Dónde está el Falcone? Vamos a ver al Falcone. Aquí está el desgraciado. Sí, el peor gangsta. Con eso me basta para saber todo de él. Muy bien. Vamos a buscar otra cosa.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out, Al. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
La ciudad me necesita, Alfred. Carajo, entiende.
Okay,
Entiende,
a
Alfred.
responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
Oh yes, you drive that thing like a bat out of hell. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as
El
thieves.
borrachino. El oso es el borrachín que vimos en el capítulo pasado.
You.
Embriagándose en la mesa, casi al borde del vómito.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Pues no es
Do you think
casualidad,
he might
Alfred.
know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Ok. Vamos bien. Resolviendo misterios. Uno a la vez. Ey, cálmate, cinemática. Se está trabando, zurdos. Mientras tanto, vamos a echarnos un chocolatito. No vamos a decir marcas para que después nos patrocinen. Qué buen chocolate. Si fueras una marca que vende chocolate, seguramente quisieras que en este momento estuviera diciendo tu nombre, ¿verdad? Llámenme, marcas de chocolates. A ver, ¿qué tenemos que hacer? Graffiti, periódico reciente, vagabundo. ¿Qué más? Periódico. Ey, ponte cubrebocas. Vamos a graffiti para que nos hable el infectado. Nanchis. A ver. Un briago. Dar limosna o examinar al briago. A ver, hay que examinar al briago para que nos tomen foto y que piensen que le estamos robando a pesar de ser millonario. Se va el arroz. No traigo feria, compa, no traigo feria. Modo, la vieja confiable. Ahorita no hay para la otra. Ahí. El viper, está sonando el viper.
There's the statue, but no Oz.
El viper. Zurdos, estoy seguro que si tienen unos 20 años no tienen ni idea de qué es un viper. Déjanos en los comentarios si sabes qué es un viper. Vamos a empezar a interrogar gente.
Hey.
Beat it.
Ey, cálmate. Quiero comprar. Y así nomás. ¿Qué pasó con la intimidación al estilo Batman? Nos fuimos con la cola entre las patas. Vamos a mirar este graffiti porque no me va a venir pasando que justo lo que no vea, zurdos, eso va a ser la clave del éxito. Mejor lo vemos. Nada, falta el arma. Una plaquita.
Well, that isn't what it used to be.
Nanchis. Vamos a ver aquí la cabeza de Benito Juárez. Bastante deplorable el parque este, la verdad.
Wallet cash.
Ay, hijo.
Goes through you.
A ver, reflejos al máximo, zurdos.
Hey, you heard it, man. The hell are you waiting for? Huh?
Relájense.
Sorry, fellas. I've got nothing.
¿No ves que no le di dinero al vagabundo? Le dije que hay para la otra.
Gentlemen.
¿Era en serio?
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're holding the movement! Come here. Think that'll do?
Ay, no le pegué bien.
Stay down!
Está bien. Tengo que fallar mis golpes para que piensen que soy un imbécil y no me descubren de que soy Batman. Bueno, ese estaba infallable.
This used to be a nice place. No loves like you don't belong.
Con este puñetazo me voy a dejar golpear. Bueno, ya no se va a poder. Lo masacró.
Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey, Bruce. You've got a little,
¡Asco! Me va a
Good
pegar
as
el
new.
COVID. Mira.
Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here.
Oh, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce.
Vamos a actuar como si de verdad ocupáramos ayuda.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Ay, ahí soy un ricachón que no sabe defenderse.
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't,
Ah, era cholandro, Era
like this.
cholandro el Bruce Wayne.
This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mom and Dad, they put so much work in here.
Vamos a seguir el rollo.
Those were better days.
That they were. Yeah. Thought we'd grow up to be kings, I did.
Le voy a decir, ¿te acuerdas cuando mi papá nos llevaba a jugar golf? Que no nos pagaba.
This city.
Hasta que hiciéramos los 18
right
hoyos.
through people.
Eso sí era la mala vida.
Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential. Now all I got is this park.
Yo también
My
perdí mis
parents are gone
padres.
too, Oz.
I know, Bruce,
Pero
I
no me
know. I'm
quejé.
sorry for it.
Me superé en
But I
la
have my own
vida.
funerals to attend.
Todos deben de superarse en la vida, zurdos.
Good to know you
Se
haven't
caen, se
changed, Bruce.
levantan. No
You
dejen que
still
nadie
care
los
about
tumbe.
something more than just yourself.
Ese consejo les doy. Porque su amigo
Although,
ZurdoGamer
I
soy.
was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily... Wish I could have punched that grin into the back of his throat.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cashing corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no?
Está un poco
A
dañado nuestro
revolution
amiguito,
is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful. And I can't wait to get started.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Ah, eso fue amenaza, A ver, que me den la opción de darle un
Good seeing you,
puñetazo en
Bruce.
la cara.
I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Con el Falcone fuimos agresivos porque es un gangsta. Pero este vato se supone que es amigo de la infancia. Entonces por eso fuimos tolerantes. Así le vamos a poner. No hay que buscarnos con problemas con el posible futuro enemigo de este juego. Vamos a tratar de llevarla leve hasta que... y hacerlo de cambiar de opinión, de bando. Se vaya, haga de los buenos por las buenas. Y si no, le partimos su madre, zurdo.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Ey, ese es el cholo que me quería navajear, el del chaleco rojo. Es el mismo. Buenos días,
Morning,
todos.
everyone.
Ale.
Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss
Tan
cars,
simpático
honestly.
Harvey Dent. Ay, no.
We're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its
Ahora no,
security,
Alfred, ahora no.
lacking. Worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid, escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
A ver, ¿qué vamos a decir? Los enfermos necesitan nuestra ayuda. Eso.
For those with mental health issues, there are no cuts or scrapes. Their ailments are often invisible, but inside, they're suffering.
Así es, zurdos. Hay que ayudarlos. A los
You know, when
loquitos.
I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
Bruce. Nos vas a hacer llorar a todos.
With this facility and our next mayor, we change Gotham.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up.
A ver.
You
Déjense
first,
venir.
Miss Vale.
Déjense
Thank
venir
you.
con las preguntas.
With the opening of this new hospital, what does this
Ay,
mean for
la
Arkham Asylum?
revoltosa, la revoltosa.
What happens to the old building?
Dejarlo en pie, lo vamos
I
a
say we leave the
aprovechar para
asylum
otra
standing
cosa.
as a reminder that we can do better. This time we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next?
Lo vamos a usar de garage para
you
todos
there.
mis
Mr.
carros.
Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My
Échale,
sources say
échale.
you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home.
Es un país libre. Era un invitado de Harry. Falcone no es un amigo. Es
Well, I
un
think
país
Mr.
libre.
Falcone is a voter just like anyone else in this city. He came
Así
to
es.
learn about Harvey Dent, your next mayor. Next question.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
Ignorar.
But Mr. Wayne,
Estamos en
this
la
morning the
zona- en la-
Globe
en
received
la-
evidence of an
preguntas no podemos
offshore bank account managed by
esperar
Carmine
de repente.
Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
Yo tengo otros datos. Esa es la respuesta.
And did anyone else receive this evidence?
The Globe, the Gazette, we all did. Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an
Obviously,
intern is
obviously.
finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
A ver, ¿qué quieres, Alfred? Coño.
The police are inside the manor.
Carajos. Desgraciados.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
There's gotta be a mistake.
That's what we're here to find out. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe you did.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your places of residence, and any companies you own. Your holdings are extensive. Hate to be the guy doing your taxes.
Who authorized this?
I know you and the DA are buddy-buddy, but this one came from the top. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
The DA is going to hear about this.
Unless Harvey becomes a mayor, there's not much he can do. Can't smile this thing to death. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's chopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Quieren ensuciar nuestro nombre, zurdos, para que Dent no quede campeón de las elecciones. Mira, donde sea un retrato de los padres de Bruce me voy a enojar. Me voy a enojar mucho, zurdos. La concha de la lora. Malditos bastardos, los voy a sacar. Ya me enojé. A todos los voy a correr de la casa. A todos los voy a correr de la casa. Aparte que están dañando las cosas, están rompiendo todo. Cosa de su pan virote. No. Vean el trauma que le hicieron revivir. Ya. Sacaron boleto. No, ni me digas nada, te voy a cachetear, te voy a cachetear.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
I'm a bit busy right now, Miss Vale. As you can see, Gotham's finest, not the best house guests.
Yeah, the kind who steal things. Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up whatever you need to fight this.
I appreciate the offer, Miss Vale, but trying to say I'm the good guy here
instantly makes you look bad. I get it. So let me say it for you. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball and ran. Not every day you get to go after a Wayne.
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown. You're the first target on Hill's list. By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
¿Y cómo me
This
vas a
isn't my
ayudar,
first pass
pues?
through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
A ver, pues
On the
necesitamos
record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
eliminar los rumores falsos de nosotros. No nos han dado la oportunidad de la réplica.
Whoever fabricated these lies about my family, they will get what they deserve. Understood?
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear.
Pobre de ti que manipules
You're gonna beat this,
mis
Bruce.
palabras.
The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
Usted debe ser la Gatúbela, ¿no? ¿O quién va a ser la Gatúbela en este juego?
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family? We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
Harvey, he estado siendo bueno contigo y ya te me estás volteando, maldita sea. Maldita sea, vas a hacer que te odie antes de que te vayas al lado oscuro. Vámonos con unos huevotes. Estoy financiando tu campaña.
What the hell's
¿Y no
going
me
on?
proteges, perro?
Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning? That press conference turned into a
Arregla
bloodbath.
esto.
I'm in a lot of trouble, Harvey, and I need your help to get me out of it.
Yes, of course. Of course, whatever I can do. Mayor Hill authorized this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You're the goddamn DA, Harvey.
I didn't know about this. I swear. Hill totally blindsided me on this one. God damn it. He has no right to issue search warrants without my okay.
Basta excusas, perro.
That's
Quiero
just not good
soluciones.
enough, Harvey.
Listen,
Órale,
I'll look
estoy
into
financiando
this.
tu
I swear.
campaña. Quiero resultados.
I
A mí no
just
me andes
don't
con
get it.
la calle allá.
Why would Hill
No hay
stick
negros
his
y
neck
blancos.
out
O
over
digo,
this? Just
no
to
hay
tangle
grises
you up
aquí.
in some
O
frivolous
es negro o es
investigation?
blanco.
It just doesn't
O
make
resuelves
sense.
el cochinero
What
que
could
se
he
está haciendo.
possibly hope to accomplish other than a
O
few
ya no
cheap
te apoyo
headlines?
en nada.
It's gotta be politically motivated. Hill can't match your fundraising, so he's trying to take out your biggest donor.
I don't know. This is a new low, even for Hill. Oh, God, what a mess. Bruce, I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us. It would jeopardize the entire
María
campaign.
solo, no sirves para nada,
Then I'll
pues. No
go it
sirves para
alone.
nada.
I've got
No
plenty
sirve
of
pa'
resources
nada.
to fight this.
We're in a bind here, Bruce. I'll do whatever I can to help.
There you are.
Hey, you.
¿Y
Sorry.
esta qué?
I got a habit
Es-
of being late.
Le pegaron un
just
cachetadón,
glad you made it.
un puñetazo en el ojo. Es la gatúbela esta. Vieja rastrera. Véanla. Y ya supieron quién es el uno y el
You
otro.
didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selena.
Sí, sí.
I hope
Sí,
I'm
es
not
la
interrupting
gatúbela.
anything.
Uy,
Just
a ver, lo
election
vamos a
nonsense.
hacer quedar mal.
I
Ah,
think we
mentiras, vamos
both
a decir que
welcome a
somos
change
Bruce
of
Wayne.
topic.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
So you are.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle. It's a strong grip you've got there.
Uy. Hubo tensión
Don't worry.
aquí, ¿eh?
I'm not gonna fall.
Oh,
Mira.
sorry.
Selena's new to town.
Nos tiró una
I've
pedradona,
been
ya se dio
showing her
cuenta
around
que somos
Gotham,
Batman.
introducing her to people.
You're an excellent tour guide, Harv.
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of those double-decker tour buses around town.
I'd take that ride.
Vamos a preguntarle el
How'd
ojo.
you get that shiner?
Bruce?
It's okay. Money doesn't buy manners, right? I was mugged. I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone. I should have called you a car.
It's not your fault.
A
Did you
ver,
at least get a look at the guy?
Good enough to make an ID.
I'll get Gordon down to GCPD to work on a lineup. It's probably long gone by now, whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm going to explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
We should just be thankful you got away with a black eye. It could have been worse.
A ver, ¿a qué te dedicas?
So, what do you do for a living?
It's complicated. High risk, high reward.
Ah, stock market, huh?
Something like that. At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
I'll handle it. Someone at my office has to know what's going on.
Ponte a chambear,
Excuse me a
compa, ponte a
moment.
chambear. Averigua,
Hey, it's
arregla
Harvey.
el desastre que se hizo, por favor. Porque no me estás costando un 5 pesos, ¿eh? Tensión, tensión. So, you're Batman, va a decir. Ya.
Nice to meet the real you.
Likewise.
This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
Sorry about the black eye.
It's not the first time a man's hit me.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna expose you. Yet. I'm curious about something, though.
Aquí la clave fue
I
no
do what
darle
I do for
importancia
money,
a que
but
ella
you-
sabe nuestros secretos, Bruce.
Bruce Wayne.
De esa manera
What's your
no iba
excuse? I have
a
to.
divulgarlo.
But you... Why take the risk?
I think you know enough already. The rest is my secret.
And here I was thinking we were starting to get somewhere. How disappointing. You have
Si le
something
hubiéramos
that
dicho,
belongs to me.
no le digas a Harvey,
I
después
want
nos
it
hubiera
back.
dicho, no quieres que le diga,
This is
entonces
awkward for me.
haz esto por mí.
I'm used to robbing people, not the one being robbed.
¿Quién
Who
te
hired you to
contrató?
break into the mayor's office?
My clients prefer to remain confidential. They don't know who I am. I don't know who they are.
But you know who I am.
These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
Well, looks like you've made your bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone. You owe me. If they don't get what they want, there will be consequences. I don't like consequences. In fact, I spend most of my time avoiding them.
Oh, you don't need my help. You seem pretty capable of handling this yourself.
Oh, I intend to. Just give me back the drive and I'll be on my merry little way.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Where?
Just give it back.
The address. Now.
No.
Now.
Give me the drive.
Te voy a dar nada.
You're just going to have to trust me.
I don't
Obviously.
do trust. I guess I'm screwed either way. My contact. He'll be expecting a cat, not a bat.
When are you supposed to meet him?
15 minutes ago. Better hurry.
Everything
Uy,
okay here?
uy, va a pensar que nos dimos nuestros
tell me.
teléfonos.
I have my people working on it. We're gonna straighten everything out.
Va a ser una escenita
I
de
feel
celos
better
aquí, mi
already.
compa.
Sorry, but I've got to run.
So soon? Aren't you gonna stay for a drink?
Yeah, Bruce. Stay for a drink?
Tú arregla las
I'd love
cosas
to,
y
but
cállate a la
I've got another
bestia.
appointment and I really don't want to be late for it.
Oh, all right then. Don't forget to change into your suit.
No la riegues, decía ahí.
Alfred, I'm at the warehouse. No sign of Catwoman's contact. It's quiet.
¿Será una trampa?
The sound of an ambush. Stay on guard.
Obviously. ¡Pum! ¡Paz! ¡Pum, baby! Ah, le tengo que picar muchas veces. Ahí está, ya se abrió. Oh, no. Se puso buena la fiesta. Están todos borrachos, no piensen en otra cosa.
It was a massacre.
How many?
Proyecto X.
I'd have to count the pieces.
Oh, good lord. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Gordon, Eastside Docks, Warehouse 133.
A ver, vamos a recoger pedacitos de cadáveres.
Nothing left to bury.
¿Qué traemos aquí? Marcas de quemaduras.
Analyzing. It's a volatile chemical. Potential psychoactive nerve agent. Vile stuff.
Be very, very careful with that. Who knows what effects it may have.
Have the computer catalog the compound for further analysis.
As you wish.
Los objetos con esta cosa se pueden vincular a objetos relacionados para tratar de elaborar una teoría. Ok. Vincular.
Whatever exploded did so with enough force to obliterate the person standing next to it. But the chemicals themselves were inert, non-explosive.
Well, it appears to have made a pretty big boom.
I'll see what I can piece back together.
A ver, vamos a revisarle la cartera a este vato.
I've seen these outfits before. Same mercs that broke into City Hall.
Y que parpadeara el vato. A ver. Hay muchas cosas que examinar. A ver, pobre Poli. Vamos a ver.
It's a cop. The force grows thinner every day.
Vamos a ver aquí.
Canisters were stored here. Canisters of what?
¿Barriles de qué? ¿Gas de la risa? ¿Del WhatsApp? ¡Ay! ¿Qué pasó ahí? A ver, examinar y después abrir. Creo que ponemos que abramos así nomás.
The canister exploded, sending shrapnel right through the container door.
For once, I'm glad you arrived after the heist. Your armor wouldn't have protected you against that.
Vamos a entrar. Entremos. ¡Ah, qué mamadísimos estamos, zurdos! ¡Qué mamadísimos! No, sí, pues por eso le pegamos una arrastrada a Superman en la película, ¿verdad?
Looks like a bullet started this.
A normal bullet couldn't have caused that explosion.
Doesn't appear normal. The point of entry's melted.
A ver, vamos a hacer una teoría. ¿Con qué? Con este.
The scrap of metal is from the exploding canister. But I need to know what caused the explosion.
¿Qué se ve sospechoso? Este está quemado.
This man's been badly burned, but the damage seems to originate from inside his skull. What did this?
Catu, le vamos a abrir cabeza. ¿Dónde esté? Antes de que llegue el Gordon. A ver, se supone que tenemos que... aquí pito algo. A ver, pues ya animó, ya está muerto, va. A ver. Aquí está pitando algo. Arriba, abajo, nada. A ver. Ah, le tenía que dar ahí a sacar.
Sensors say it's an incendiary route. Phosphorus residue. This could have superheated the contents of the canister,
causing the aforementioned boom.
Ok, encontramos la causa.
Blood, broken nails, bits of human flesh.
Y hay otro vato.
That bad?
Ah, tú no tienes un ojo. No se veía tan pasado de lanza hace rato.
Face slashed, throat torn open.
So, not natural causes then.
Skyline Club.
A ver, vamos a agarrar a las uñas de este vato. Este vato desgarró a este vato. Estoy seguro. A ver. A ver. Ey. A ver. Ah. Tú aquí. Ajá. Estos vatos hicieron pedazos entre ellos.
The cop shredded this merc to pieces, barehanded.
God, what would cause someone to do that?
The nerve agent could make them psychotic.
Pero esta cosa la vamos a vincular a esta cosa de acá. Ah, no, ya no fuimos muy lejos. Muy lejos. Ey. ¿Cómo? Cancelar vínculo.
White Rose.
¿Qué? Oh, ¿y esta rosa?
Falcone's calling card.
He's been busy as of late.
Send the drones hunting. I want to know his every move.
Good thinking, sir.
Ya, pues no nos falta nada aquí. A ver, pues este vato estaba quemado, pero esta vinculación tendría que tener sentido con la explosión esta. Es que no tiene sentido que la vincule con lo que ya examiné aquí. A ver. Ay, ok. Cancelar vínculo. A ver, no puedo ir según yo no puedo ir. Aquí, aquí está. A ver, romper el vínculo este. Ah, es que, por eso no podía vincularlo. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto?
Something was here when the explosion occurred. A ver, ahora sí me va a dejar vincular esta bala. Así, esta bala con esta cosa. Probablemente haya sido
la misma, no la misma bala, pero sí la misma pistola que disparó la bala.
Don't think so. No proof.
Pues ya sé que nos prueba, Batman, te acabo de decirlo yo, chinteguas. Pero puede ser la misma pistola. Coño de la madre, hombre, agarra el rollo. Maldita seas, camina muy mal. Órale, camina para donde yo quiero, maldita sea, mono. Como que no me deja, no me deja vincular más para allá. Ahí está. Al fin agarró buen rumbo.
Find a connection.
Nah, así.
The bullet that killed the cop is the same type that blew up the canister.
Ah, mono, es lo que dije yo, es lo que dije.
It appears military.
Ahora nos hacen buscar por arriba cosas. ¿Desde dónde dispararon ahora? A ver, ¿desde dónde? A ver, ¿podemos ir para allá? No. A ver, zurdos, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Díganme. Aunque no estén aquí conmigo, yo los escucho. Ah, ahí están las escaleras. Maldita sea, Batman, camina bien. Oh, maldición. ¿Qué me faltará? A ver. Tenemos cosas que vincular. Entonces, vincularemos la explosión con el carro que se peló. Llegaron, dispararon y fuga.
Someone drove off after the explosion.
Have you put it together?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Falcone leaving his rose here. This is a message. Dead cops, stolen chemicals. He's making a big move.
Big move. Así estuvo. Tal cual me lo había imaginado, lo está representando así, ¿sí? Todito igual, así lo pensamos.
With an incendiary bullet, causing it to superheat and explode. This may have been a distraction or a way of destroying evidence. Cops moved in to stop the theft. Falcone's men gunned him down. Then things turned grim. Possibly due to the psychoactive nerve agent. A cop ripped up a merc's face with his bare hands. And was put down. Same sniper, same type of bullet.
Pero se le pudrió la cara.
Looks like Falcone's men got what they wanted and escaped.
Have you located the shooter?
No, but based on two impact trajectories, the canister and the dead cop, the shooter could only have a clear shot from there, or there, and would have contaminated himself with the phosphorus residue. Program the skimmers to pick up that signature.
Right away, sir.
Tenemos un infectado loquito corriendo por todos lados. A ver.
Both targets could have been shot from here, but no phosphorus trace.
Pero aquí ya está muy lejos para que hubiera rastros de fósforo. Aquí estaba el desgraciado. Sí se infectó. Se infectó.
Phosphorus spike. Clear vantage point. We have a winner.
Ok.
Killing time.
Analiza el ADN, Bruce.
This is the right spot. So where did he go? Trace stops here.
Then he should be nearby.
Found him.
Cayó muerto.
Time to go to work. My turn.
¿Qué te pasa? ¿Qué te pasa,
Don't make me add
desgraciado?
your corpse to this graveyard.
Pégale, pégale, pégale,
No, Coney.
pégale,
Why did he
pégale,
do
pégale,
this?
pégale, pégale,
I ain't
pégale,
telling you
pégale,
nothing.
pégale, 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 pégale.
You can't make me talk. I ain't telling you, Jack. You trying to scare a confession out of me? I won't break.
Your bones will.
En este momento me voy a poner en el papel del Batman de Ben Affleck. Y si me dicen que le pegue, le pego. Le pego. Ese Batman era cruel. Hago honor a mi reputación.
Time to live up to my reputation. You know you can bleed to death without ever spilling a drop. All on the inside. Tell me the plan, or I start swinging.
Romper la cara, romper las costillas. La cara a la bestia. ¿Vas a hablar, perro? ¿Vas a hablar, perro? ¡Habla, perro! Vámonos a la primera. Acertamos con la cara.
So we had to find it ourselves. Container by container. Someone must have heard us. Called the cops. We were told no witnesses.
Why risk open war with the GCPD?
Some kind of chemicals. Falcone wanted them.
What are the chemicals for?
We were
Nomás
paid to
faltó un
steal,
golpe.
not
Un golpe hizo falta, zurdos. Un golpe bien dado. Y soltó toda la sopa.
No! Stop!
Vámonos,
I
vámonos.
start here and keep breaking until you answer.
The chemicals! Some kind of explosive! A weapon! I don't know! Falcone said he'd use them soon!
Used where?
That's all I know! I swear! I swear!
¿Le creemos?
I told you everything I know!
¡Ah! Rómpeselo a la bestia.
You'll never hold a gun steady again.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. These are cops. Get an ambulance in here!
I think I need to call the coroner instead. It's Montoya.
Vamos a hablar con Gordon. Vamos a dar la cara.
Now put up your hands! Don't move!
Batman.
Ya estaba así cuando llegué. Ya estaba así cuando llegué, Gordon.
Move!
He confessed to everything.
It's how you got it I'm worried about.
You have the right to remain silent.
Gordon,
I said silent! If you say another word, I will shoot you. I don't care if half the city thinks you're a hero. Right now, you're a suspect.
A ver, dispárame a ver si es cierto.
see what happens.
I will. I swear to God I will.
You're making a mistake, Detective. You want to hear what I have to say. Falcone stole a shipment of chemicals. Appears to be a weaponized nerve agent. Causes people to go berserk, turn violent. We need to act before he releases it.
I got a task force on it.
You already have one.
You're taking this too far, Bruce.
Como campeón quedamos zurdos. Le sacamos la sopa al malo. Y no nos intimidamos
You assume the persona of a bat,
ante la
but
poli.
you're not an animal.
Les demostramos que nosotros sí podemos hacer
You
el
nearly
trabajo.
killed a man tonight.
Ay, Alfred, qué exagerado. Si fue un brazo nomás. Aparte ya no va a poder volver a
Your
dispararle a
parents
nadie
didn't
más ni
raise you
hacer
this way.
fechorías.
And neither did I.
Look, I did
what you had to. But at what cost?
Ya
We
me
both
sabe
know
el
how this
discurso,
argument
Alfred,
goes.
te pasé de lanza.
Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave.
Relájate, Alfred, ¿sí?
You're a good man, Bruce.
Relájate,
Good.
por
Just
favor.
like your parents. Don't lose that. I don't mean to be a doddering old fool on the subject, but as a friend, the burden of advice falls on me.
Sometimes this job requires hard decisions.
You're the right man to make them. In fact, I think you're the only one who can. You bury the person, Bruce, but you never bury the memory.
Sometimes I wish I could. That night, that alleyway, it made me who I am. I can't get it out of my head.
That is your gift and your curse. Being Batman can allow you to turn back the tide of treachery that's reached this city's shores, or drown you in its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this. Remember that boy in the alley.
I won't forget.
Neither
Alfred
will
es
I.
camarada, no lo podemos tratar mal. Nos crió.
Well, back into the fray again.
A ver. Códice, acceder a no sé qué. A ver, ¿qué estarán? ¿Qué está? Ah, vamos a ver
Looks like
a lo que
that
nos truje
egg
Chencha, que no
finally
perdamos
cracked.
tiempo.
And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this? Illegal arms dealing, drug running, mob hits, money laundering? Falcone's been involved in everything. And it goes back years.
This is an insurance policy. Hill could expose Falcone if he didn't play along.
That would explain why he's never made a move against him.
Sure as hell better than any bodyguard.
Vaya. Vaya,
This is it,
vaya.
Alfred. With this proof, we can finally knock out Falcone's organization.
Tenemos las pruebas, zurdos.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence correctly.
Lieutenant Gordon. He could mobilize the entire police force against Falcone.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
Vicky.
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels. I suppose it comes down to who you want to help most. Or who you think could do the most good.
Pues mira, la Vicky esta no la conocemos, así que James Gordon no, tenemos que ganar.
The cops are on the front lines of this war.
Es nuestro perro fiel en la
Gordon
policía.
needs this more than anyone.
A wise decision, sir. We'll attack Falcone on two fronts tonight. Gordon through the police, and Batman
by any means necessary. Whatever Falcone is planning, it ends tonight.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to trap you. No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
Exactamente. Eso mismo pensé. Toma, Gordon. Paquetazo.
This is a silver bullet. And it's gonna put Falcone down once and for all. I don't even want to know where you got this.
No, you don't.
Still, I gotta know one thing. Why give this to me? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the hell out of this. Everyone on the Force will too.
I heard you were the last honest man on the Force.
No need to blow smoke. I got enough cancer coming my way as it is. But thank you. Honestly. Knowing this evidence can lock up Falcone. I'll sleep like a goddamn baby. For once. You know, as much as I appreciate you calling me here, I gotta make one thing crystal. I can't be bought. So you should know this isn't gonna change a thing about the investigation of your family. The Waynes always supported the Gotham police. So I like to believe there's no cloaks or daggers hidden in your closet.
The investigation isn't the problem. It's the Wayne family name. Help me clear it.
If your family's clean, I'll sing it from the rooftops. If they aren't, I'll still sing. You gotta understand, I'm bound to this badge.
Está bien, Gordon hace su trabajo.
I gotta go.
Es
Came
compa
straight
de
from a
Batman,
crime
no de
scene.
Bruce.
Haven't been home yet. Sometimes I think this whole city's a crime scene. We're just walking through it.
What you're holding will make walking it much safer.
Thanks, Bruce.
Well, Lieutenant?
Hey, stick to Jim.
Ya nos hicimos su compilla. Ya nos hicimos su compilla.
It's done.
Good. So is our hunt. The drone's located Falcone downtown, a place called the Skyline Club. Although you're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
Zurdos, antes de ir a la fiesta de Falcone vamos a cortar este episodio aquí. Y si quieren seguir viendo, déjenlo en los comentarios. No se olviden de compartirlo con todos sus amigos, darle like, dejar un comentario positivo y hacer ejercicio todos los días. Que de hecho a eso vamos a correr ahorita. ¡Ánimo!